This lesson is called Americans in the Great Depression. The essential question for this lesson is, how does reading informational text differ from reading fiction? And we really want you to use your reading strategies. As you read this passage, make sure you're comprehending each of the paragraphs. If not, go back and reread. You can also take notes as you read. By the end of this lesson and your activity, you should be able to answer the following questions. What is the main idea of this piece? How did the Great Depression affect Americans? Specifically, think about how it affected women, how it affected African Americans, and how it affected men. Finally, what is the author's perspective of the era or time? This lesson and the assignment follow informational text standards. We're going to be doing something a little differently this time. It's important that you practice independent reading. However, I'm aware that some of you like to be read orally. So what I want you to do is, under this lesson, there is a PowerPoint that reads this article to you. If you'd prefer to have it read aloud, I've also included summaries where I think the text is rather difficult. Take the time to read the entire article. It is 4 slides long, and make sure that you comprehend the article and can answer those questions. If you prefer to read independently, I will cruise through each of the slides and pause, and you can read them and take notes and answer the questions within each of the slides. At the end of this lesson, there is going to be a box where you will write answers to the questions on the board. So it's important that you show comprehension of this lesson, whether it's through oral being read to you or independent reading. In class on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to take your original reading and we're going to go to the next level and discuss the article on a higher level. The article is from Americans in the Great Depression, and it's a history article. Read this slide and answer the following questions. Why were newsreels and radio important? And what is the author saying in paragraph 2? Take some time to pause this read and make sure you can answer those 2 questions. In this slide, after you read these 2 paragraphs, you should be able to answer the following questions. What happened in Detroit? Underline it. What statistic does the author include in paragraph 2? Why? How does it appeal to pathos? And why does the author include the quote, "A man is not a man without work"? What can you infer from this comment? Pause the recording, read, and answer those questions. On this slide, you're going to be asked to read these 3 paragraphs and answer the question, why did men have to leave their families? On this slide, after you read, you should be able to make a summary of what groups were also affected in the Great Depression. How were they affected in the Great Depression? Use your reading to give evidence for your responses.